This is what happens. When I start talking about Trump, I get too flustered in my head, and the that I want to say, there's too many things I want to say at once. So sometimes I start talking and I'm not able to convey the message the right way because
Eminem just took a shot at Trump with a freestyle, and the internet can't stop talking about it. Picture this: Trump, probably sipping on a Diet Coke, scrolling through his phone, and then, bam. Eminem drops some serious heat, calling him out as a dangerous figure. He even goes as far as calling him a kamikaze who could trigger a nuclear disaster. Yikes, that's pretty intense. But Eminem didn't stop there. He threw some shade at Trump's supporters too, basically telling them to pick a side, him or Trump. It's like choosing between two favorite snacks, except in this case, it's a choice between the two of them, which is a bit more dramatic. This wasn't just a diss track, it was a bold statement. Eminem's words felt like a challenge, something that grabbed everyone's attention. Was it good for his career? Hard to say, but one thing's clear: people are talking about it. So, did you catch Eminem's freestyle today, or are you still picking your jaw up off the floor?
Awfully hot coffee pot. Should I drop it on Donald Trump? Probably not, but that's all I got till I come up with a solid shitball like Donald the bitch. He's gonna get rid of all immigrants. He's gonna build that thing up taller than this. And any fan of mine who's a supporter of his, I'm drawing in the sand a line. You're either for or against.
Eminem just dropped a bomb on Trump, proving that the Mick, rather than a political title, that's the real power. Who needs the presidency when you've got fire lyrics? Trump is probably still deciding whether to be angry or just itching to send out a tweet. This rap battle is shaping up to be one of the most bizarre ever. Forget Biggie and Tupac, now it's Slim Shady versus Trump. But here's the real question: why isn't Trump firing back? Normally, he'd be tweeting like crazy after someone calls him out, but after Eminem roasted him, it's been silent. Did the White House Wi-Fi go out, or is he intimidated by Slim Shady? Trump's quick to call other celebrities losers, but Eminem has a massive fan base who's ready to rally. So, what's Trump's move? Is he going to ignore Eminem and look weak, or respond and risk looking like a bully? It's like a weird game of 4D chess with tweets instead of real moves.
Watching him play to his base that thinks that he cares about them, and it's actually the people that he cares about the fucking least. If you're talking about his core being, a majority white middle class, what I don't understand is how in the fuck do you feel like you relate to a billionaire who has never known struggle his entire life? I will say this, he talks a good one. And if you're in his base, you're a core, let's say you're going to the rallies or whatever, you watch him on TV, you hear him talking this shit. There's part of me that understands, like, all right, he's somehow still got them because he's brainwashing them into thinking that something great is gonna happen.
And if Trump does respond, what's he even going to say? Eminem. More like Eminem. Yeah, that doesn't quite have the same punch as Lion Ted or Crooked Hillary. Meanwhile, his fans are probably more confused than a vegan at a BBQ. Do they stick with their rap-icon or stay loyal to their political one? It's like having to choose between NAGA socks and a lock her up pat. Definitely a tough call for some of them.
Ball like Donald the bitch. He's gonna get rid of all immigrants. He's gonna build that thing up taller than this.
And ended the video by calling on any of his fans who still support Donald Trump to decide between Trump and himself.
Here's the twist. Trump staying quiet might actually mean he's growing up. I know, it sounds wild, but hear me out. Maybe he's finally realized that sometimes not responding is the best move, or maybe his phone just died and he can't find the charger. Either way, his silence in the face of Eminem's diss could be a game changer. It's like watching a big loud lion suddenly decide not to roar at the small, tattooed gazelle. Is this the start of a more restrained Trump? Or is he just saving his energy for a massive tweet storm later? One thing's for sure. This rap battle has more drama than Trump's ego, and that's saying a lot. It's like David versus Goliath, except David's holding a mic and Goliath's got tiny hands and Twitter. Whether Trump responds or stays quiet, this political soap opera isn't going anywhere. Will Eminem drop another verse? Will Trump pick up his phone? Or will we all just get distracted by the next scandal? Stay tuned, because this reality show has everyone glued to their screens. Eminem's fans are now split right down the middle. The newer rap could cause more drama than a political debate. It's like Thanksgiving dinner with your opinionated relatives, only with better rhymes and worse insults. Eminem's fans are stuck in the middle, like a voter in a swing state. Imagine being an Eminem fan and a Trump supporter. It's like being a vegetarian butcher. They have to pick between their rap hero and their political idol. It's like choosing between two flavors of Doritos at 2 a.m. Tough call.
If you can't decide who you like more and you're split on who you should stand beside, I'll do it for you with this.
And I was inspired by that. So tonight I say to any fans of this show who are also big fans of Donald Trump, it's time to make a decision, guys.
Social media is buzzing, and it's not just about Trump's ego anymore. It's like a new kind of civil war, but with more memes and fewer weapons. Trump's supporters are torn, trying to decide if they should be mad at Eminem or at themselves for ever liking him. Some are even calling for a boycott of his music, but good luck with that. Eminem's probably laughing all the way to the bank. On the flip side, anti-Trump Eminem fans are living it up. It's like Christmas, but instead of gifts, they're getting savage burns. They're dropping memes faster than Trump tweets, and let's face it, they're probably a lot more on point. But wait for it. Some fans are even burning their Eminem merch, setting fire to hoodies and CDs. Talk about burning bridges or t-shirts. Others are framing their MAGA hats, hoping they'll be worth something on eBay. It's like a soap opera, plenty of drama, but not much plot development. Even celebrities are getting in on the action. Snoop Dogg's probably laughing at Eminem's rap, maybe even dropping it like it's hot. Other celebs are jumping on the Eminem bandwagon, showing off their political views like they're the latest fashion trend. But here's the real kicker. Eminem's fan base is more engaged than ever. They're not just listening to his music, they're debating politics online. It's like he unintentionally started a political book club, but with more swearing and fewer books. Polls show that Eminem's fans are split between red states and shady states. So, will this rap change minds, or just make everyone yell louder? Will we see MAGA hats at Eminem concerts, or will Trump rallies start blasting "Lose Yourself" instead of "You Can't Always Get What You Want"? Now let's break down Eminem's rap. This isn't just Trump rhymed with chump. Eminem's got layers like an onion in a winter coat. Let's start with the opening line about the awfully hot coffee pot. You might think he's complaining about White House catering, but nope. Eminem's about to serve some scalding hot truth. Buckle up. Then he takes a shot at Trump's Twitter habits. Forget politics. Eminem's more worried about Trump's Twitter storms than his actual policies. It's like Eminem's telling Trump to focus on running the country instead of picking fights with football players. Who knew Slim Shady had political advice to give? And he doesn't stop there. Eminem swings at Trump's border wall, saying he hopes it's as solid as his disses because he plans to throw Trump into it. Ouch. Eminem's saying that wall is as useful as a chocolate teapot. Now, Eminem's building his own wall between himself and his Trump-supporting fans. He doesn't pull punches, either. He accuses Trump of being good at nothing but racism. That's a heavy accusation, and Eminem's not here for sugarcoating. He's drawing a hard line. Pick a side. It's like choosing between pizza and ice cream, except one side might tweet insults at you at 3 a.m.
I also think that people shouldn't be afraid to express their opinions. And I don't think anyone wants an America where people are worried about retribution or what people will do if you make your opinion known. I think Vice President Harris supports a future for this country where these freedoms and many others will be protected and upheld.
But wait, you're probably wondering, does Eminem even get politics? Well, turns out he might have more insight than some people in Washington. Every line he drops isn't just a rhyme. It's a sharp critique of Trump's policies. He's calling him a kamikaze, heading toward a nuclear disaster. Eminem's not just throwing shade. He's challenging Trump's foreign policy like he's been studying it for years. And get this, he's even challenging his own fans. It's like he's running his own election. You stick with him, or do you toss those Eminem CDs in the fire? If you're a Trump supporter, Forget about "I voted" stickers. Your allegiance is now clear by what's in your CD collection. So, what's the takeaway? Eminem's got more political insight than many rappers and politicians combined. He's taking on issues like immigration, foreign policy, and race, all while keeping his flow tight. Is this just noise, or is he shifting the political landscape? Spoiler, it's way more complicated than Trump's tax returns.
In his base, you're a core, let's say you're going to the rallies or whatever, you watch him on TV, you hear him talking this shit. There's part of me that understands, like, all right, he's somehow still got them because he's brainwashing them into thinking that something great is gonna happen. Nothing's happening. Nothing is happening. I don't know, man. I get really flustered when I talk about it.
Let's be honest. Most celebrity political opinions disappear faster than Trump's hairspray in a windstorm. Remember when Katy Perry dressed up as Hillary Clinton? Yeah, me neither. Celebrity endorsements are like sandcastles at high tide. Here 1 minute, gone the next. But Eminem, he's not your average celebrity. He's got more loyal fans than Trump has tweets, and let's face it, having a dedicated following is a game changer in politics. Some experts even think Eminem's rap could actually sway young voters. After all, what says politically engaged better than fiery rhymes about nuclear disaster, right? It's like Eminem serving up a spicy political burrito, and the youth are all in. But hold up. Trump's fans are brushing off Eminem's rap faster than Trump dismisses climate change. They've got their devotion cranked up to 11 and aren't hearing it. Eminem's bold style is definitely hitting home with those who want raw truth in politics. He's laying down a truth sandwich with extra sass. But will this actually change anything, or is it just another flash in the pan of political drama? The jury's still out. Some say it'll energize voters. Others think it'll just make people dig in their heels even more. It's like trying to guess which way a cat will jump. Your guess is as good as mine. But one thing's for sure, this rap is getting people talking. Social media's buzzing like crazy, with fans and haters duking it out in a virtual ring. But just because people are talking doesn't mean minds are changing. You know that old saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it vote. Well, the real question is whether all this talk actually turns into action. Will Eminem's fans swap concert tickets for voter registration cards, or will it all fade away quicker than Trump's tax returns? Eminem didn't just drop a beat, he dropped a political bomb. The aftermath is like tossing Mentos into a Coke bottle. Social media's on fire, with fans and haters throwing jabs in 280 characters. Welcome to the digital version of the Hatfields and McCoys. This whole mess shows how celebrities can stir the political pot faster than you can say, F Slim Shady. Eminem's rhymes have everyone talking, tweeting, and rage-quitting Facebook like it's Thanksgiving dinner. It's like he opened Pandora's box of political opinions, and now everyone's an expert. Who knew a rap could turn Twitter into a political science seminar? In the end, Eminem's freestyle is like a political Rorschach test. What you see depends on which team you're on. But one thing's for sure, in Trump's America, even rappers are giving us civics lessons. What's next? Kanye for president? Oh wait. Anyway, whether you're Team Shady or Team Trump, the real winners here are free speech, and of course, meme creators, definitely meme creators.